We're going to investigate this method in context from 2018 with investigating pupil exclusions whilst using participant observation. We are going to check out a student answer, and this answer got 20 out of 20 on this paper. Okay, so we're using the answer from Kate, and you can see the full answer on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out, the Teacher Sociology. So the question is asking you about strengths and weaknesses of the method in the context of education, okay? And in this case, it was about pupil exclusions. And I want to compare two paragraphs, okay? This first paragraph, which is not in context, with this paragraph where we start to get into some sort of context, okay? So if we start off, she starts off with participant observation is where the research is involved with the group as opposed to non-participant observation where they're watching it from afar. It can be used to uncover behaviours that are difficult to study using other methods. So that is just about the method. So as a result, this only gets a band 2. Okay, so it's quite stated, it's not developed, and there's nothing about the context of education. There's nothing about the groups that are being studied. There's not about teachers, not about pupils. There's no characteristics of them. So that is going to score quite low. But as you see this next paragraph, we've got some 3s and 4s. That's where we go into a little bit more detail. Okay, so if we have a little bit of a look. So one practical limitation is that it could be problematic getting in. So that's one issue of using observation. And she starts to apply it to the educational context because you need to get past the gatekeeper. That's the head teacher. And why? Okay, so she explains it and she gives a characteristic of why this might be problematic. Because students being under 16 are vulnerable. You also, if you need to observe them, need to have a CRB checked because of these vulnerable groups. She does link in another practical problem there. And then she goes into the context of the question because it's about pupil exclusions. And she says, why is this going to be problematic getting past the gatekeeper to investigate this? And she refers to the item. 1 in 20 pupils are excluded, often for physical assault. So we've got a characteristic of the people that have been excluded. So that means the head teacher is more likely to deny the research access to the pupils because these pupils are assaulting teachers. That does not look good. So the head teacher may deny access because it might be to the detriment to the reputation of the school. So as a result, it's difficult to gain access. So as you can see, this one's not in context, whereas this one is. Thank you for watching.